I rail against the media too, because I don't like calling myself a journalist, because I feel like that really limits how I'm able to frame things and say things. And I got a lot of opinions and I'm going to say them. But I did study journalism, and I have idols that are journalists. In high school, it was Hunter S. Thompson, and I wish it had been Seymour Hersh, honestly. But Hunter S. Thompson, Seymour Hersh, those are like my idols. Those are the journalists that I like to follow. And so I know what they're supposed to be doing, and know that if they're truly journalists, and this is for Cake and all of them, and it happens to people all the time, and it's not just about when they kill somebody, it's when you have a car wreck where someone dies, like the case out where the Amazon worker died, the Amazon truck got, and that motorcycle guy died. Especially car wrecks, what they're doing is they are listening to they're doing, you could do what they're doing. I could do what they're doing. They listen to a police scanner, and the police scanner says, this has happened. And then they go on to their little social media, and they be like, breaking news, blah, 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 more coming later. And then they put their phone down, and or whatever, however it is. And then once that happens, when they say they're going to the scene, they're not going. You ever end up seeing footage of them in a scene while it's active? Absolutely not. They're not rushing out to the scene. They're sitting back on their asses. And then once the time frame comes to where the police are ready to make a statement, they most of the time are making a phone call to somebody, to whoever their little contact is, the police or whatever. And they're going, what happened? Okay, cool. And then they are reporting it. They are not investigating it. They are not talking to the families. They are not talking to the people involved. Not one person from the media has reached out to DeAndre Hill's family to get his side, to get their side, to find out who he truly is. And just so you know, the job of Kate and every single one of your little friends on there, and then the Wichita Eagle and all that, literally the reason they exist is to be a watchdog of the government. Not to tell you about current events, not to do all this other fun dancing around the bullshit that they're doing. Their literal reason to even exist in this world is to dig into abuses of our government. And they're not doing it.
No. And based off of my experience.
And they're not going to do it because they're owned by corporate people.
Yes, they're owned by corporate people, and they are intimately.
This is something a lot of people are waking up to.
They're intimately integrated within statecraft and state narrative. So you'll hear me a lot talking about narrative. And it's narrative that actually drives the legitimacy of anything. But we are now in an era where legitimacy also means to lie. So when it comes to the stability of the public interface, it has become a necessity to maintain stability through lie. So
to keep us calm, to keep everybody from rioting, to keep us all
and to find an appropriate
happy and at brunch.
Yeah, to find an appropriate person to blame for our problems. So when it came to the 2020 protests that we were brutalized for crying out against police brutality, our faces were smeared on every single mainstream news station in Kansas.
Yeah, and they were probably a mugshot or a driver's license photo, or the worst photo they can probably find of you.
Yep.